feel like. Do you want to take? Oh, bro.
Oh, we're live.
We're back. Like we never left.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
Damn, we just said some like really inspirational shit, and it might not even been saved.
It was saved. It was saved.
Oh well.
I think that's where that cockiness. We just said some We just saved somebody's fucking life.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the cockiness.
It definitely made somebody's day better.
Yeah, I think we could have did that.
At minimum.
I know who I'm sending this episode to because I believe in them.
I have
and
at
they
least
need to believe in themselves.
4 people I can send this to on how to be a better person.
Oh damn.
Oh, I mean,
Is that what? I was gonna make a bad joke, but if you said it, I don't want that joke in there. All right. How do you feel about episode 1? Because I wasn't sold on releasing it. I'm like, bruh.
Okay.
We enjoyed it.
Okay, episode 1 was very controversial, but I think it was a good
Start.
I think it was a good like episode to like let you guys know like what we're gonna be doing, what we're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be outrageous. We're gonna say some outlandish shit, but it's always love, and it's never like super disrespectful. We're never out here to like fucking like destroy
Hurt someone.
somebody.
Yeah, at all.
Like no,
we'll do that in person.
Yeah,
We won't do that in
I'll
a
tell you to
fucking
your face,
podcast,
but
yeah.
like. No, I think it was very controversial. I think the title of it, the episode, is going to be perfect. But I don't think
you got to speak in future tense because at this point, when they hear this, it's already dropped.
Oh yeah, the first episode.
The title was appropriate.
The title was very appropriate.
What was the title? I've missed it.
Canceled? Question mark.
Oh, yeah.
Canceled
He said,
mark.
"Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
John agrees."
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I don't
on
even
the-
know
I'm
why
not
we're
in
doing
any
another
camera
episode.
angle, but just best believe I have the most serious fucking face ever.
Ain't nobody talking like this in the Sound Lounge, John.
Yeah,
I
I
promise
swear.
you. Everyone's politically
And I promise
correct.
you, bro, by like
and-
episode 5, we'll have this fucking place like packed with an audience. Like people are gonna be like, "I'll pay to sit in this fucking
TNT is
shit."
performed in front of a live audience.
I guarantee you that'll fucking happen, bro. Like, not even fucking with you. People are gonna
Yeah,
want.
we don't need the buttons.
People are just gonna want to
On
be
some
around.
fucking drink champ shit, dude.
Yeah,
That'd be badass.
I'm telling you,
next?
bro. Like the shit that we're talking
I
about.
can't stop drinking fat and alcohol.
Honestly,
I'll just still be in the cut, like just fucking not
Fucking-
even nobody
Let's
fucking
go.
sees me.
Let's go. If you thought the studio was packed when Young Jock was here,
wait.
TNT.
Dino.
Pick up your phone.
Hey.
I'm on a request line.
Uh-huh.
I can't
Come on,
hear
John.
it.
Hey.
Give me some.
can't hear
Hey, y'all. I wish he was
Where
on
my
camera.
headphones?
We got John in here shucking and jiving.
And I know Black History Month was it was not too long ago, but we got the white boy in here. TNT. Dynamite. Titties and tacos. Titties and tacos.
Titties and tacos. Tattoos. And
Tattoos?
Tattoos.
Wow.
What's
You
tattoos?
fucked it all up.
Tattoos. Tattoos.
Tata.
We have some
I
tattoos.
saw a t-shirt today. It's the funniest fucking t-shirt ever, bro. I saw a t-shirt that said, "I only drink on days that start with T. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday,
nice.
Saturday, Thursday, Sunday,
Sunday.
Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday." Bro, it was so fucking
The
spot
shirt I
on.
saw today is I ain't gay, but $20 is $20.
You saw a shirt that said that?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that shirt?
How do
bro?
I not have that?
Where'd you get that shirt?
How do I not have that shirt?
Who's selling that shirt?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who did you? Who's talking?
Who's quoting me? the quotation marks
my
T Jones. Fucking no, I don't owe you people anything unless you owe me $20.
Unless you gave me that $20.
Yeah, that dub.
We'll figure
What
it out.
I
after
say,
the
Lim?
podcast.
Dub that motherfucker.
Dub the fuck out of it.
Dub the fuck out of it.
Oh, my God.
That might be the best ad lib.
Dude, I should use. Well, I can't use it on that song we did today.
Yeah, not
It's
Dub
too
the fuck out of
too
it.
explicit. That's my new tag. For
We
everything
got to put it
else.
on at least one song in my album.
Okay,
Dub the fuck out.
isn't it on one? The one that happened on?
No, we literally took it off. It was like mid song. We were recording, and I was like, he was like, "We're gonna dub that," and I was like, "Dub the fuck out of that." He was like, "Don't do anything. I'm about to save the fuck out of that."
Save the fuck out of it.
Lim, I can't hear you.
What?
I can't hear you. I can hear you in
It's
other
mic
people's
3.
microphones. Mic 3.
No, that's headphone 3.
Headphone.
Your hand is on headphone.
Yeah.
The
His
mic
mic
is
is
the
where
third one over from the left.
This one.
But we probably need to adjust his
Do
headphones.
it. I just heard tone more. Speak.
Yeah.
Speak again.
Check,
Okay.
check.
I don't hear you at all.
He went up for me.
Speak again, Glenn.
I'm speaking.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
you're
Want me to
turning
keep on
volumes
speaking?
up. You need to be turning headphones up. Your headphones are probably headphone 1.
Yeah, they are. You
I
need to
have
just turn
I
your.
still can't hear them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna blame me for shit again, and I'm not gonna
you
sit here
are
anymore,
the
dog.
technical
I
difficulty.
am not.
This series
Swear
is
to
off
God,
to a
bro.
rough start.
And
First
you
you
are-
get canceled, then you break everything.
Bro,
He's technically disabled.
I'm not even joking you. Technology
you?
hates me.
Technology.
Like my phone charger doesn't work half the time.
You know what the TNT is not for? Technology.
Tevin and technology.
It's not. Mm-mm.
You know what
Tickling
it's
taint.
not for?
Technology and
Fuck you.
troubleshooting.
That's what it's not for.
It's not for that shitty attitude you gave
Yeah,
it.
I
Can
told
we
you.
start the episode?
Well, fucking Tevin can't fucking hear me, so.
I can't hear you, Lynn. I'm sorry. I want to hear you.
John has been reduced to just produce.
If Tone can hear me, everybody else can, so.
You can hear him?
I can hear him just fine.
What
Yeah.
the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't want to hear them anyways.
Is this the beginning?
What'd you say?
Are we at the beginning now?
I can't hear you.
Are we at the beginning now?
There it is. Now I find.
We
All
are
right.
not
What's
at
the first subject?
Why do you have to be so formal about it?
Because I thought we had a really good start. And
We had a
didn't even
great start, and now you're just bringing us down.
It's my fault.
TNT,
Can we
Dynamite.
can we bring the mood up and talk about how we met? This is supposed to be. Mine knows this is episode 1. That pilot wasn't supposed to see
First off,
the day of light.
that pilot probably won't. Spotify or wherever we
They're
distro
probably
kid.
gonna.
I'm like,
check
hey,
this. Hey, let me talk to you real quick.
go ahead and log out
Before
for me,
you
dog.
shot.
You know how they. Hey, go ahead and log
go
out.
ahead.
Oh
Let me
boy,
talk to you.
let me pour you a shot real
Why
quick.
he got a box?
What's
Don't
your
worry about
favorite?
that. Stop
Hey,
looking
hey,
at him. Stop looking
See
at him.
these papers right here? Go ahead and
Stop
sign those for
looking
me.
at him. We're just gonna come back to this office. You in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to let you go.
It
Bitch, you
was
listen.
impossible. How we met? Okay, so I moved back from California. I was already recording music, and I came back to Iowa to help my dad's food truck business. It was during COVID, and AVP. Shout out to Elizabeth Bon Presley,
Hey.
one of my oldest friends in the music industry. We were in Rent together when I was
Is
just
that
a
how y'all
shorty.
met?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was 17. I auditioned for Rent.
So about
I-
20 years ago.
It's a funny story. Oh, you raggedy bitch.
You said something
Let
funny.
me-
Some funny
So,
story.
so funny story. Besides that one, so I went with a girl, right? And I went with the girl, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to this audition. You should come." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go. Whatever." And I go to audition. I fill out the paperwork. I audition. I'm literally there just to like get some ass. Like I'm not
oh
there.
my God.
I'm not there to, like-
No, that's what
I
you
didn't.
were
I
gonna
wasn't
say.
there to like actually like audition.
I'm literally just here for some ass.
I'm literally here because this was our date, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with you," and I fucking auditioned, bro. I auditioned.
That's so great.
Wait. Here's the best
The
part.
beauty of-
I auditioned. I auditioned, bro. I get a call back. I don't get a call back. Actually, I don't get a call back.
Okay.
The girl I went with didn't even get a call back. I was like, "Oh, I didn't get a call back. I probably didn't make it. I don't give a fuck anyways." I hit that night. I was good.
Yeah, you won.
Bro, the next day, I get picked for a role, a lead role. So the show I wasn't even there to like audition for, I get a role for. And the girl that I went with who came to audition didn't even get a call back.
This role is also the same role that what celebrity
Tay Diggs.
plays in the movie?
Tay
Brent?
Diggs. He plays Benny, who's like the out of pocket friend who's now got money because he married a rich white girl.
Yeah.
And the dad owns the property, and he's like trying to kick out his friends, and he's like, "I just need y'all to pay your rent," which seems reasonable. Now that I'm grown, I'm like, boy, pay your
Maybe
fucking.
I'm the villain. I never knew I was playing a villain.
I was paying a villain the whole time, but now that I'm older, I'm like, bro, pay your fucking rent, dog. I don't see how that's a bad
Did
thing.
you have a history in theater before this?
Yeah, so I was in show choir and stuff in middle school and like and high school, but the first show I tried out for was Aladdin Jr. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be a 17 and under show," so I'm like, "There's no way I'm my light skin ass. I look Indian back in the day. I had a nice tan. It was summertime.
Aladdin's probably not Indian.
Indian. He's literally Indian.
He's not Arabic. He's not from
I don't know.
Arabian Nights.
I'll be the fact checker.
I was like, yeah, be the fact checker.
Arabian.
I get that, but India's in Arabic culture.
Pretty sure whatever you just said was
But I don't.
racist.
It was probably racist. But I have an Indian nephew, so it's fine.
My sons have black, so I can say the word.
I have Indian friends.
I can say the word.
He's what? Indian or Arabic?
He's not Indian.
Look it up.
Hang on.
He's
Oh,
not
brother.
goddamn Indian.
Anyways,
Funny. Hang on. This is gonna throw you off like a motherfucker. All right.
what does it say?
It says, let's see, Aladdin lives in a city of the cities in China.
What?
Fuck
And it
out
says-
of here, dog.
Hang on.
Brother.
This is
That's when we need that old brother.
It's a tale of-
brother.
the tale of Aladdin. It says Arabian Muslims with Arabic names, but Aladdin itself is a Chinese name apparently.
It's a Chinese name, but
I
what
don't-
says
It says
I don't even have a button for this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
all right, moving on. We be getting off topic.
That shit,
so
like
that
that.
shit blew my mind.
Aladdin
anyways,
Jr. Did you
Aladdin
start
Jr.
Aladdin Jr.?
I auditioned for it. I was like, "There's no way I'm not gonna get Aladdin
Who's Aladdin
because
Jr.?
there's nobody who looks like me that's auditioning." Bro, they ended up picking an 18-year-old dude
What
that was a
race?
white guy. I was pissed. All because the girl who played Aladdin didn't want to kiss someone
Cultural
younger than her.
appropriation.
Like, bitch, I don't want to kiss you either.
Why
But
is
I
there even
look like
kissing in
Aladdin.
the School. There's
Well,
always
it's like
kissing in the school
it's a
plays?
pet. It's not a school play. It's TCR, Theater City Rap.
Oh, okay.
So it's
yeah,
like
you
a
gotta
big
kiss.
production.
Yeah, you gotta kiss.
But like, bitch, I don't want to kiss you either, but I look like Aladdin. This fucking white dude doesn't look like Aladdin. And you know how many people in the newspapers ripped him up because he was a fucking 18-year-old white dude in an underage play? That shit made me. This nigga had a beard. Dog, I was like,
Oh, you can play Sultan.
Nigga,
maybe,
you can
but,
play one of the guards. Like,
Raul,
my mom was heated, dog. My mom was like, so my son gonna be in ensemble when y'all got this white boy playing Aladdin?
I don't like that.
That shit was bogus, dog.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was one of the best experiences of my life. Easily.
Why?
Because I got to see as an ensemble. So like, it's crazy because I've only played ensemble twice. Like every other show I've been in, I played a lead
And
role.
for the people, because I know what ensemble means, but like for the people that don't know what ensemble means,
It's like in the choir, like background roles.
like do y'all get to come out?
Yeah. No, so we're on stage, but we don't have like speaking lines.
I mean, I
or-
know y'all come out, but like for the people that don't know, like y'all actually get to come out and sing. And
Yeah. So we're on stage, but we're just like the roles that don't speak.
So like when all the guards are,
I'm up in the patio like, run, Aladdin. Like, like I was the role
so the script says ensemble member.
ensemble
7.
member. Yeah, I'm a number. I'm not a name.
Oh no!
But it
All right,
was
for everybody that didn't know what ensemble. I knew what it meant.
but like it was amazing. And from that role, I played only lead roles until I got into another show where I played ensemble, which was an amazing experience in itself because when you're young and you get in a bunch of lead roles and you keep getting in lead roles and you have this cockiness compared to the confidence. You have this cockiness and then you get picked for an ensemble role. You take a step back because you're like, damn, I thought I was better than. Yeah, it humbles the fuck out of you. But then you get to have all these experiences that you wouldn't have as a lead role. Like as a lead role, you have so much responsibility. You have to focus on
I
this
bet you
role.
get to bond with the ensemble and like
Way
the
more.
leads don't get that leads you like ensemble
Well,
number 6.
No.
I'm 7.
No. Theater is a much more like family oriented thing. Like everybody's family when you're in the show because you're spending hours and hours together.
Alicia told me one time how much time it was like 60 hours
A week, dog. Yeah.
unpaid.
But
And then they always
Fuck
keep
that.
you late.
bro, but here's the thing though. When you have a show like Dreamgirls, which was the show we were in together, and we were working tirelessly in, when it's an all black cast in an all black show, besides a couple roles of like ensemble members, which was an awesome feeling to see white people in an ensemble role.
Oh, the
No,
irony of a colonizer.
No.
James.
Yeah, well, like it wasn't like I'm half white.
appreciate
Like
It wasn't a white guy playing Aladdin.
like there wasn't a white dude playing like fucking Jimmy Erling. Like
T'Challa.
Like, well, it wasn't blackface out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool just being a part of an experience where we were the main focus and we were the show and we had to carry it. And to have that responsibility on your shoulders is a lot of pressure, but it's also a privilege. And so it was a super blessing to be in that show. Dreamgirls was every show I've been in was a life-changing experience. Every single one. Legally Blonde. I was an Indian.
Legally Blonde.
I was an Indian character in Legally Blonde.
Hey, there we go.
There, I got
it. Got it.
I knew
I'm Indian,
I told you I was Indian.
That's probably why you didn't get
My
Aladdin.
name was
You're like,
Padamadan.
I look the most Indian out of everybody. They're like, he's not. Hey, we got a role for you.
We got one for you. And I played Padamadan, but I was also an ensemble member, which was like the most fun because I'm a dancer, and so being able to dance in every single number was just as important as being a lead role. And so even though I didn't have a lot of speaking lines, I had a lot of responsibility to carry this show as an ensemble member. And so it was an amazing, amazing feat. I love theater. I want to go back to it after this year. But yeah, like I met AVP through Rent, circling back. I met AVP through Rent. She had this as one of the most amazing roles, Maureen. She did incredible. I was in love with her the moment I saw her. She just was phenomenal in everything that she did. Her soul, her voice, her acting. It was incredible. I'll talk about one thing that really hurt my feelings was that Alicia Monet was supposed to play the opposite role. And if Alicia Monet and Elizabeth Von Presley would have been on stage together as lead roles, that show would have went on. First off, we went on for an extra 4 weeks. No show has ever done that at TCR, ever. If Alicia Monet and Elizabeth Von Presley would have been the roles that they were supposed to be, we probably would have went all year.
Yeah.
That show was packed out, sold out. I mean, people were sitting down on the floor to watch this show. It was so amazing. And the casting was amazing. The directing was amazing. The music was amazing. And AVP was incredible, of course. And so I knew her since then, and I was the only underage person in that show. I was the only 17-year-old. Nice. And I played a lead role, which was unheard of, which was an incredible experience. It taught me a lot about myself as an actor, as a singer. And anyways, I moved from California, came back. AVP hooked me up with Tone. I told her I was recording music. She said, "I know." You
kind of just skip past Cali, because you just gave a lot of detail on theater.
I know, but you want me to talk about Cali?
Yeah, because it ends on a bright note.
So
I'm not gonna give my story. I give my story every week on Talking Top Tiers. But
so
go ahead.
The story goes, I met a girl. I went to Missouri. I lived in Missouri. Shut the fuck up. I lived in Missouri for 2 years, Southern Missouri, which was an amazing experience in itself. You know, it was very humbling to go from being 23, 24, being the fucking man downtown. Everybody knew me. Anything I ever wanted, I got. And then going somewhere where nobody knew me.
That was Missouri or Cedar Rapids?
Missouri. Cedar Rapids, I had everything.
Okay.
When I was 20.
So it went from Missouri to Cedar Rapids, and now we're...
No, it went from Cedar Rapids to Missouri.
Okay.
And when
you were the man in both places, or
no? So yeah, technically. So I was in Cedar Rapids. I'm the cocky confidence. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
So I went from Cedar Rapids. I was a fucking dude. I'll be honest. I was a douchebag. I was an asshole, dude. Like, I didn't care who's.
I've heard that.
I
can see that.
Are you kidding?
I can show you.
Thank you. I'll be here for a while. I was a fucking douchebag. I was an asshole. I didn't care about anybody's feelings. I did whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted here in Cedar Rapids. Met a girl, fell in love. Whole story. She wanted to move to Missouri. We moved to Missouri with her family. It was Southern Missouri. We literally lived.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Lynching season.
Sorry, John.
I don't even want to go there.
Sorry, John.
Yeah. We get there, bro. We lived in a cabin with her dad, like literally next to a cow farm. One of the most peaceful places I've ever lived in. Like,
that's dope.
literally, bro. Like, I would lay in the field with cows. Like, they would like lay on my lap. Like, that's how far out we were. Like, we were 20 miles away from the nearest town.
Yeah.
And we had well water. We had to pump our own water. We had like all this, like, boy, it was.
How many lives have you lived,
bro? Fucking 20.
Because, God,
then
we'll get to that's so amazing. Keep going.
I was living there with her. and her dad. Her dad was a musician. Like he performed places, which kind of got me into thinking that I could do it myself.
Yeah.
We kind of got into some things that we probably shouldn't have been. Bless her heart, she's doing amazing at her job now as an entertainer. And that's another story for another day.
Oh, Tampa. That's a Tampa story, right?
That's a Miami story.
Did we go to Miami?
I went to Miami.
Oh, we were in Tampa?
No.
All right, we'll get back.
We'll get past it. Anyways, lived in Missouri for 2 years. Met some of my closest friend, Damien. That's my boy. Like, he's in the Navy now. He's doing amazing things. Bartending, I've worked my way from being a fucking fry cook to being the lead bartender at this restaurant that's the staple in this town. It's called Farmington, Missouri. They have 2 bars, 3 restaurants, a Long John Silver's and a KFC.
Yeah, he knows every business in this.
Dog,
Not even a McDonald's?
No, not a McDonald's.
Damn.
Because that was too liberal.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck.
Drink to that.
We don't talk about McDonald's in Missouri. Anyways, we get out, bro. I lived out there. She ended up leaving, moving to Miami. And I was at this crossroads of like the people that I was renting the house from, they loved me. They're like, hey, we can either sell you the house. Or we can rent it out to someone else. And I was like, okay, I can buy the house, live in Missouri. I had my 2 dogs. I was happy, very happy where I was at. Or me and one of my closest friends at the time, we were like, let's just fucking move to Cali, bro. Let's pack everything up. Let's just move to Cali. We ended up packing everything up, dog. No plan. No, we didn't find a place beforehand. We didn't find jobs beforehand. We packed up our car and literally drove all the way to Cali.
This is you and Damien?
Me and Stefan.
Okay.
And Damien went to the Navy. So me and Stefan moved to Cali, which is like 20 stories in between there. Okay. I ended up living in Cali for 4 years. Was homeless for like 6 months.
All right, so...
Please stop me because this story is so long.
No, I'm not going to stop you because I haven't got the details. And I've always tried to sympathize, and not necessarily empathize, but sympathize with the homeless. Like, what was life before you got here? And you're one of the dopest people I know. So it gives me that reassurance that I feel like everybody that's homeless was like a dope-ass person beforehand and just got some shitty circumstances. So
absolutely, man.
What leads to that? So you said you just went out there without a plan. What was like that first night? Was it a oh fuck moment? Like, oh shit, we're out here with no plan, or how does that happen?
So we get out there and we're both servers and bartenders. Like there's no way in Cali we're not gonna find jobs, right? Mm-hmm. We get out there. The first place we stay at is called what is it called? Something Paradise Hotel.
Yep.
It's a touristy spot right there in Los Angeles. We park our car, but our car gets broken into. All our valuables are gone.
Like, what day is this?
The night we stayed the night, we woke up the next day.
Like, is this day one overnight?
Day one overnight.
Nigga, what?
All our shit.
What?
All our shit is gone.
Day one.
Day one. So we go in. We have, first off, the trip there alone, bro, was a whole story itself. Driving, we got stuck on a mountain during a winter storm. We got like all this shit that happened prior to us getting there was already a fucking
Trying to tell your ass.
fuck fest.
The universe trying to tell your ass.
We get there, dog.
Don't do it.
Someone breaks into the car. They take all our valuables. We're torn between either trying to be squatters or just like chucking up our pride and finding something else.
Okay, hold on. How do you, because from what I understand, a squatter, you go in an abandoned house and you just stay there.
So in Cali, if you say we're staying in an extended stay hotel,
Yep.
say we rent out the room for 3 days.
Yep.
If we stay in there, they can't forcibly get us out. Even if you can't call the police.
Yeah, I was going to say, what about the
you
police?
can't do anything because all our stuff is in there. It's an extended stay. Okay. So if we book the room for a week plus and we're there longer than a week, you can't physically take us out. We were able to stay for an extra month due to squatter rights.
What if, and this is me being very evil and extreme, what if I like tear gas your fucking room?
We could sue you.
Bitch, what you mean? If I tear gas a room, you're not paying
It's called
for.
squatter rights.
What? All right. So maybe not tear gas. What if we're doing an inspection and we have a bug infestation? So I have to spray all the bug spray all in the motherfucking
You would
room.
have to spray every other room too.
Oh, motherfucking shit. Are you serious?
Yep. Squatter rights are real, dog. I could stay there for a whole month. We could have stayed there for a whole month and not even, they couldn't do anything about it.
Is this a Cali thing or is
It's
this
everywhere. If someone stayed in, if I didn't pay my rent right now, stop paying my rent, I would have at least 30 to 60 days before they would the police could come get me. 30 days because I would get kicked out. I would get the notice of being kicked out. And then 30 days as squatter rights. So I would still have 30 days to be there.
So instead of squatting, you chose to be good citizens
Yep.
of
So,
America?
well, our shit was getting broken into every night. So it was
first
like,
night one.
yeah, we might as well get the fuck out of there. And so we left. I thought I was gonna get this job at. I should have got it at what's it called? Beverly Hills. This restaurant in Beverly Hills, super nice Beverly Hills restaurant. Yeah. We pull up into the parking spot. We use our last amount of money to park there downtown in Beverly Hills. I'm in the interview process. It's a 3-hour interview process. I have to meet 3 different managers before I get hired. We don't have enough money to stay there for 3 hours. So I literally have to choose between our car getting towed and me getting this job. And so I made it through the first interview, the second interview, but I couldn't stay around for the third interview because we didn't have a way back to our hotel.
Oh, fuck.
So we ended up going back, getting in the car. I had to leave the job, never got the job. Ended up going back to the hotel, the hotel we were staying at the next day. Might have been 2 days. We hear a tow truck at the hotel we're staying at. The car gets towed.
Anyway?
And we have to take out all our shit right out of the car. We take all our shit out of the car. We have to leave that day. So we have to leave by 2 p.m. with all our shit. We take whatever little money we have.
Now, this is because you parked illegally? This is because, what was
So
the reason of this show?
the story was, I thought we were able to take our car to Cali. We were not. There's a tracker in the car. The car company came and got the car. I thought we already paid the car payment. We did not.
That was misinformation passed on from the person you were with.
Yes. And so they towed the car. And we had to take all our shit out of the car. And so we're carrying, I'm not joking you, bro, when I say I had 10 bags on each arm, backpack, two shoulder straps. We're carrying everything miles, not just a couple miles, like 5-10 miles, to a storage storage place which puts us in Orange County. So then we walk all our shit to Orange County. We have a storage unit. We're looking for jobs. At this point, we're sleeping in a park at night. We're staying at the storage unit in the daytime till 5 o'clock.
So talk to me. I'm like, honestly, I'm very mad at this story. But not for me, and then also for listeners. Tell me about that first night you stay at a park when life has come to that. What's going through your head? What are you angry? Did you just accept it? What is that first night that this could be the rest of my life? What was that?
So we get to the storage unit. We put ourselves in the storage unit. The guy goes, I clearly know you guys you don't have a home. Like, we smell, we look like we're homeless, like we're hot, we're sweating, we were carrying shit for miles.
Did you have money?
No. We paid for the storage unit for our stuff. We had nothing else.
Okay. You had enough to pay for the storage
We had enough to pay for
a
the
month.
We didn't. It was 2 weeks. We go. He goes, hey man, there's no shelter that's gonna take you because you're able. You're not cracked out. You're not coked out. You're not handicapped. You're not mentally ill. You guys are just broke. Here's my suggestion. We lock up the place at 5. Sleep in your storage unit till 5. Find a nice park nearby. There's one across the street. He's like, if you go when the sun's down, they won't call anybody. We go across the street to this park, and all that's in this park is nothing like a playground or anything. It's just like a rich neighborhood with a park. We sleep. We get to the park. There's a tree. There's a bench. We tried to sit at the bench for as long as we could, listen to our music on our phone, trying to hit up our family members for money for a hotel. It's COVID, so no one's got it. You know what I mean?
This is 2020.
No one's
damn.
got it, bro.
Boy,
We're struggling.
flip the camera between my reactions because I'm beyond baffled,
Nigga,
hurt.
We are struggling.
Man,
We get to the
Jesus.
park, dog, and in my bag, I find $10. Random $10 bill. We had to choose between drinking that night and eating because it was going to get so cold. Do we drink whiskey to stay warm, or do we eat because we're hungry? We choose to drink whiskey to stay
I'm
warm.
drinking. I don't need to
It
know
drops-
what reality is
We're
right now.
we're in Orange County, so even though it might seem like California might be nice, because the beach is so close, the cold air comes in so heavy,
Yeah.
and we're fucking freezing, dog. Like
The cool wind off
cool,
the top.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's fucked.
Did you have blankets from
Towels, nigga. We had towels. We sold a lot of our stuff, and so before we came, and so like we didn't come with blankets because, like, we had a blanket.
I'm sorry. You were that confident that y'all were gonna have a job in a place, or
Absolutely. I mean, everywhere we went, we were able to find jobs immediately. Whether it was Cedar Rapids, when we moved to Missouri, found a job immediately. No matter where we were,
Cali's big.
there's so many bars, there's so many restaurants.
bar
There's
hop
just
until
no
we're
way we're not gonna find a job bartending or doing something. Excuse me. And so, the first night we slept in the park, dog, like, we're shivering. I'm sleeping on a tree root as a pillow. He's under the bench to hide from the wind. I'm shivering. We rotated every 2 hours. The person on the tree had the blanket. The person on the bench didn't get a blanket.
Okay.
And we're rotating because we're just fucking freezing. We're cold as fuck. Like, we're suffering, dog. This went on. When I tell you, like, I've never felt more helpless in my life. I never felt more like a failure. I've never felt like everything I was doing was for nothing. Like, I literally gave up. I gave away my dogs. I gave away a home I could have bought, property I had, good job. I was making great money. I had friends where I was at. I wasn't far from my family. Like, everything I had, I gave up for this opportunity for me to sleep in a park. And we did this for 3 months until one day we go to this bar. It's the last weekend. We're like, fuck this dude. Our family was sending us money. Our family and friends were helping us out, sending us money where they could. We were doing odd jobs, doing monster truck rallies, selling popcorn and candy. We were, whatever we could do, we were doing.
When you're applying for jobs, like, what's your hygiene? Like, were you going to places to?
We would go to gas stations
truck
and
stops.
take whore baths, or we go to and you wash up in the sink.
Shaving or?
If we could if we were allowed to stay in Cali, it's different. It's not as nice as Iowa. Like, if you're not paying for something, you're not using their bathroom. And so we made friends with this guy at this storage unit and this guy at the gas station across, and he would let us use the bathroom to, like, wash up in the sink, brush our teeth, shave.
Did this for 3 months.
3 months. We finally gave up. We're like, dude, we can't do this shit no more. We're done. My stepmom, bless her soul, she sent me money for the weekend. She was like, hey, I can send you $200. That's the last amount I can send you. I said, that's fine. I think we're going to head back home anyways. We're going to buy train tickets and go back. Couldn't even afford plane tickets. We're just going to go back. We had no car. We were walking on foot everywhere. Miles everywhere.
I feel like I fucking admire you for 3 months. Like, there's no fucking way my privileged ass, like,
Bro,
I wouldn't lie. If there was one day where I slept somewhere, no.
3 months. And there were things that happened in between. Like, if you slept on somebody's turf, like someone else's park or someone else's bench, you fight. Like, we got into fights. We got police checked us. We tried to sleep at a church one night after getting ran out of a park. Police pulled up on us, made us get out of the church parking lot. Like, we couldn't even sleep at the church parking lot. They kicked us out of there. We're on our last weekend. I'm like, fuck it, dude. We tried our best. We got to go. I can't do this shit anymore. I'm skinny. Bro, I lost 25 to 30 pounds. Like, I'm thin. Like I was already thin back then.
Yeah.
I was thin
You didn't
as
have
fuck.
30 pounds to lose.
I looked bad. Like I couldn't even. I had to stop FaceTiming my mom because she would like bawl because of how bad I looked. And my stepmom sends us money. We're done. We're about to buy these train tickets. We go to this bar. It's called 99 Bottles and Cocktails.
No way.
We go to
99 bottles is the bar?
99 Bottles and Cocktails.
The 99 bottles you talked to me about.
So we go to this bar. We're on our last weekend. I'm like, bro, we're going to buy our train tickets tomorrow. We're done. We're not doing this shit anymore. He's like, all right, well, if we're done, let's go spend $50 at a bar, get us some wings. We'll share us like a 6-piece of wings, have us a pitcher of beer. We did our best.
So what are you eating like just one meal a day? Like,
bro, we were so lucky because there was this Chinese restaurant, like hood ass restaurant. You paid $6, they would give you a to-go box like packed. And we would eat that one box for like 2-3 days. That would make like we would split that for 2-3 days.
Ration it out.
Ration the fuck out of it out. Like we
Do you eat Chinese now? Cause nigga,
oh yeah, nigga, that shit. I went back when I went back. I went straight to that Chinese restaurant. Dog.
Out of here.
That shit is still fire, dog. They had the best Chinese. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now that hotel spot that we got robbed at, the best fried chicken I've ever had. There was a Chinese fried chicken spot, dog. That shit, that fried chicken was juicy, succulent, crunchy, spicy, fire.
You remember the name of it?
No.
No?
No.
Well, shout out to that restaurant.
Bro, that
we will sponsor you.
I swear to God, the Chinese restaurant that helped us?
Yeah.
Golden Bridge.
Golden Bridge.
Shouts out to Golden Bridge.
Shout out to Golden Bridge, bro. They would give us heapings amount of food, and we would
We don't
split
even use that word, heaping.
heapings. Like 3 days, we would eat that
Making
food.
my overprivileged ass hungry as fuck.
Bro, dog, like we were struggling.
Boy, like just hearing this, like when a motherfucker say, "Oh, I got it out the mud," I would want to slap the
Nigga,
fuck.
I lived in the mud.
The mud is home. You had mud?
Like even
like, oh shit, nigga, you had mud?
Even on the days, bro. Like you also have to keep in mind, like the days are super hot and the nights are super cold. So like we're in tank tops and shorts in the daytime, and then we're running back because we're out applying for jobs. We're trying to look our best to try to get these jobs, but because you don't have an address, you can't get a fucking job. And so we're rushing back and forth to the storage unit trying to change our clothes to like look nice, and we're dressed in shirt and tie and pants walking in the sun, and then we got to hurry up and get there before 5 so we can change into shit that's gonna like be comfortable for night.
So question, you guys had cell phones?
Yeah.
Did you guys try like dating apps? Because I'd probably whore myself the fuck out.
It's hard to whore yourself out when you smell. It's hard to whore yourself out when even though I was in the best shape of my life, it wasn't because of exercise. It was because I was fucking hungry as fuck, and so all I had was I was already working out when I lived in Missouri. So lucky I had a muscle foundation before then. Yeah. But like, bro, we used to eat a microwave burrito. That's what we shared for the whole day. There were times where we would share that for the whole day.
What the fuck?
So we're on our last weekend.
I got a friend that's done Naked and Afraid. You could do that, right?
If I was on Survivor, nigga, I would win. Do you understand how easy I would win?
You were gonna have a build. If I was on Survivor, nigga, I would win. That's it. That's
do you know how
easy?
How
that's all we
fast
gotta
I can
do?
build shelters?
That's all we gotta do.
That's it. Just be hungry for like 3 months.
Y'all don't pay me?
3 months? Oh, nigga, I'm winning.
I'm gonna connect you with my connect.
I'm winning, dog. Like there's no way I'm not winning. There's no way.
There's no winning.
I can build shelters out of nothing, dog. I'm not shitting you. One time we built a fucking camp out of 4 boxes, 3 sheets, and like 10 t-shirts. Literally built like a whole home for like 3 days before they came and like knocked that shit down.
The same exact shit, dude. That's exactly what I would do.
Like the shit we had to do.
My bitch ass would just die and like pray for death.
Look.
I'm like,
It's me again, Lord.
Damn.
take me.
I'm on the
Zombie
railroad
apocalypse
tracks.
happen. I'm leaving your ass behind.
Well, so my fear of like zombies and like scary shit is gonna probably make me your bet because I'm very scary. So like,
You're afraid of
I've hurt
zombies?
people. Yeah, I'm gonna because of my fear. I'm gonna act very well and handle shit. Like it's just gonna get done. So I would be actually a good
All
choice.
right, I
for
changed
that.
my mind.
So,
Now Tevin can find a shelter. We're gonna.
oh, I'll build a shelter. I don't need to find it.
Perfect.
I got guns.
So we're on our last weekend. We're going to this bar, 99 Bottles and Cocktails. I walk in. We put on our best clothes, bathe in a gas station bathroom. Like literally, bro, like our last amount of soap, whatever.
Yeah.
We're using dollar soap.
Mm.
Or we go to hotels, like we steal soap and shit from hotel carts, like maids' carts.
That's my other question. My bad. I got it. I would be stealing my ass off.
It's hard to do that because when you're homeless, wherever you're at, you have to create allies. So if you go to a gas station and you try to steal shit, now you lost your bathroom privileges.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like you have to be mindful of that. So like even though we wanted to and we could have, the only time we ever stole was when we were at hotels and people would be
And
like,
they don't miss that shit.
they don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
So if a maid's going in a room and they leave their card out, we'll run up, take shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, whatever we can take, and we go. You know, towels.
What'd you do for entertainment? That would have been part of my entertainment.
We would
too.
we
Like,
would
I
have
feel-
to so funny. So
Ain't
we
shit.
would have to buy we would wherever we bought food from, whether it was $5 foot long at Subway,
Yep.
whether it was this Chinese food, we would go in and charge our phones for the whole day.
Yep.
Turn our shit on low power mode, and we would either listen to music or we would watch an episode of something together on a phone.
Yeah.
This is how we watched it. And
Yeah.
I remember this one night, this is fucking crazy. So the night that I was like, we were at a church and we were like, we got kicked out. That was one of the best nights we had because he found or I found like $5, $10 on the ground randomly.
Yeah.
We go to the gas station, we buy 2 tall boys, we buy a burrito that we split, and we buy like a joint, like a $2, $3 joint. And we go to this church and we're like smoking, we're drinking, we're watching this movie on the phone because we got to charge our phone.
Yeah.
And the fucking police pull up and like kick us out.
Kill everything.
The whole vibe, dog. Like
had a
one of the
whole
best
moment.
nights we had in like 3 months. Killed.
Oh fuck.
And so let me end this story real quick. So we there's plenty of stories in between, but
shit.
we're on our way out. We're like, we're gonna go to this bar. We would just walk by, we see this bar, 99 bottles of cocktails. It's like a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Wednesday. Tuesday. It was Tuesday because the pitchers of beer were on special. We go in, we buy pitchers. We're got a vibe. People are buying us shots. We're chilling. We're having a great fucking time. We're like, yeah, this is our last night here. I talked to the bartender. Her name's Angel. Shout out to Angel. I go, hey, are you guys hiring for bartenders? She was like, we don't really hire male bartenders. I was like, okay. I was like, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time. She's like, but we are looking for bar backs. And I was like,
Motherfucker,
hey,
what
put me down. I fill out an application right then and there. Boom. She was like, if anything opens up, we'll call you. Keep in mind, we're leaving the next day.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
We have a good night. I end up dropping a beer glass and shattering it. She's like, I would never hire you. You can't even hold a fucking beer glass. And I was like, well, this is my sign to get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Bro, we go to leave the next day, which is like Wednesday. The bus doesn't work, so we have to stay. Bus doesn't work. Thursday comes. We're like, we're out of here. We're leaving.
Did you both apply at 99 bottles? Or
Just me.
Okay.
And I'm like, we're fucking out of here. We're done. It's Thursday. We're done. We can't get our shit out of storage because the storage unit is closed.
Oh my
Like
God.
closed for the day?
Just
or?
closed for the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
locked up.
So we can't get our shit. So it's Friday. We finally get all our shit out of storage. It takes us hours, right? Because it's just us. We're carrying all our shit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get to the bus station. The bus station closes. Like right when we get there.
No.
Bus is closed.
No.
We got all our shit in our hands.
Yeah.
I get a call. One of the barbacks just cut their thumb off. We need you to come in. Can you come work? I'm like bawling, bro, like crying. I'm like,
who's got 2 thumbs and ready to bar back?
This guy. This fucking guy. Bro, I get the call.
Sorry, guy.
I get the call. I get the call.
Oh, fuck.
I fucking dip. She's like, if you can get here in an hour, you're on. I drop all my shit. I look at him. I go, hey, bro, you got to watch this shit. This is our only opportunity. He was like, go. I run 2.5 miles, bro. 2.5 miles.
Forrest Gumped it.
Fucking made it there within an hour. And the first person, this is crazy. The first person I meet at the door is Jess, my ex-fiance. Meet her at the door, shake her hand. Crazy interaction. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
I get in there. They give me a shirt. They said, you know how to bar back? I said, yep. I get in their door. I fucking kill it. Make $250 that night. Pay for the hotel for the rest of that weekend. They're like, we're going to keep you on. Come back and work Saturday. Make another $250. Now I can pay for the hotel for the week. And now I'm in a constant place where we can keep going and keep going and keep going.
Holy shit.
He ends up getting the job there as the cook.
Nice.
So now we got income and we end up being able to stay there, bro.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dog. It was a fucking. We worked our way from hotels to the woman that the maid at the hotel that we were staying at. She had a spare bedroom and she offered us to stay in her bedroom. So we rented out from her. We went from there to getting our own place to me living with my ex and worked our way all the way
if
from.
that ain't the universe or a
Bro.
God or
Man.
a higher power testing
Dog.
the fuck out of you,
Bro, when I tell you like that shit changed me forever.
molded you into who you are now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Exactly.
we continue this
Humbled the
episode.
fuck out of you.
That was the best story I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It changed. So
I
circling back, I ended up I worked at 99 Bottles and Cocktails. Met this cat named Eric Woods who came through the bar. He performed. I was like, bro, your shit's dope as fuck. I would love to be a feature. He was like, oh, do you sing? I was like, yeah. Got on one of his songs. Fuck, what was that song? Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick.
Holy
Um,
shit.
Eric Woods. Shout out to Woods.
Your first day at that job, you met your ex-fiance.
Yep. Literally the first person I met. She was at the door. And I walk up and I shake her hand. And I'm like, hey, I'm here to bar back. And I shake her hand. She wasn't even supposed to be working the door. She's not a door girl. She bartends. But the door girl was late. So I shook her hand, met her.
It wasn't
And I said, she held my hand so long. I said, you gonna give me my hand back? She was like, oh, yeah, sorry. Go in. And the rest is history, dog. Like,
This is the greatest story I've ever heard.
like, bro, it was high tolerance, highly sober, highly educated. Casanova. Casanova is the song.
You connected the Bluetooth?
I doubt
Boy,
it.
this roadcaster don't want to listen to us.
Share it to me. We can put a quick little
boom.
pause here. We can edit
I
this
got
shit.
it. Oh, bro, this
Is this
song,
your first recording?
Share it to me. I'll connect.
my first recording ever.
Never heard this.
You've
is
never
the
heard this
greatest.
song?
Never heard it. You never talked about this.
Bro,
I've
so
never asked you. Like,
so I meet him. Hold on, let me send this to Lim. Sorry.
No, you good?
I meet him. His show is fucking dope energy. He's like, I've been looking for a singer, dog. Like, I've really been like trying to get somebody. I go to the studio. I meet Andy at the Sauce Factory.
the Andy.
The Andy Acosta. And I meet Crow, all at Crow Cooks, all in the
I
same
got
time.
This beat from Crow.
Dog, and it was an instant vibe. I jump on, it's my first recording, so I don't do ad-libs. I don't do nothing. I just do the chorus. He's like, you want to do ad-libs? I was like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, no, I'm good. Bro, this song, it's crazy. And then we fucking, bro, it was such a good fucking. So I do music there at the Sauce Factory,
Yeah.
end up moving back, and AVP introduced me to you. And that's how we met, dog.
Holy Holy
That's how we met.
shit.
I was making music to make music for my future kids, and it was just a personal project. And then I met you at your studio.
I can't, and I would love, because it just was on a high note. But, all right, you just said, and then we moved back. No, you finally made it. This is the first record you ever recorded.
First record I've ever recorded.
Is
It's happening.
it playing
It's
right now?
I'm listening to it.
Shit.
I can't hear it.
Hit the mute button on the microphone.
Red buttons, 1 and 2, up, down there.
Yeah. So
Fire.
I wrote that
You were
chorus.
better than. No, I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, probably. I wrote the chorus, and he was like, "Bro, I fucking love," because Casanova is a old Roman philosopher.
Yeah.
And so I called myself that you ride a fucking. I'm like Shakespeare in the park. I'm smoking Doja. I called myself like Da Vinci or something.
Yeah.
And it was like this vibe of like, I'm the artist, he's the philosopher.
Yeah.
And we threw it all together, bro, and it was heat. And so Andy ended up hearing the song, and he goes, I need you in my studio ASAP.
That's on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, everywhere.
It's going on the playlist.
Bro, it's...
By the way, the
No.
whole reason of this
We're-
podcast is to promote this T. Jones playlist.
Yeah, it
mixtape
sure was,
album.
wasn't it?
So we're gonna throw our first song on it, our first 2 songs together, and that has to go on it now.
Bro,
That
you got to
is
throw your first song on
amazing.
there then.
No, hell no. I don't
SpongeBob
know.
ready.
Shut the fuck up. Wasn't the first song. Wasn't the first song.
That's the first
We don't want.
That's the
probably
first banger, though.
It did first.
The big
record
bang.
to go.
Hey,
viral.
I'm not gonna lie though. That was the very first song that Richard showed me, aside from other stuff. That
Really?
one of them. That's
interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I was Richard, I
was
wouldn't
like
have showed you that.
YouTube shit
Yeah.
was like popping
Yeah.
off then and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like that was one of the first things.
That's dope.
He's like, this is what's happening back home.
That's
I was
dope.
like, that's fucking cool. as
I
shit.
would have never thought, and that, like, me and Lim and Rich had a podcast, but like at that
I
time,
forgot about to say
it
that.
was still Big Bang against OTT, so I
Yeah.
would never thought he would showcase
What's OTT?
anything of ours. Oh, don't say that in this
What?
building. Like he might pop up. Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh, Lord.
John pulled a gun out. But yeah,
Just
that's
kidding.
what
No, I
Rich would do.
didn't.
Yeah, not here. We don't allow those weapons here. Out the Trunk Records is like the father of
Yeah.
Soundbox.
Right.
It's where this comes from. But there was a
All
Big
right, man. I
Bang
didn't
versus
know.
OTT.
I'm new booty. I don't know.
OTT.
I'm new booty in the cell. I don't know.
We haven't released the episode. That's on us.
Yeah,
they're
that's,
shy.
So they might.
Can we
Someone
drop
fuck
it?
it.
Fuck it, drop the shit.
We're dropping it. I gotta
someone
drop
just
me and
knock?
Pinky's episode.
No,
That was
nobody
my
knocked.
fat ass in this chair.
Oh,
yeah, it's
boy,
just-
Get
get
off
out
of me
that
on
chair.
this chair.
Get a stronger chair.
Chair's like, God, you're not
That
done
chair's
yet.
over there.
Okay. Anyway, first song recorded. You're thriving in Cali.
Yeah.
How do you end up moving back here?
Oh man, when I tell you like we finally got our place, it was like 10, 15 minutes away from the beach. We both were bartending at that time. I worked my way up from bar back into bartending. We were making bank. Like we were making easily $3-4 grand a week between the both of us.
Week?
A week.
Boy, I thought he was about to say a month. I was like,
No.
damn, balling.
Cali, you're gonna
A
have
week?
to do
A
that.
week, dog.
You
We were
have to
balling.
after. Yeah.
Well, our rent was $2,200,
Right. Yeah.
and we both I had a fat ass Jeep. She had a BMW. Like
nice.
we were balling, dog. Like we were making bank, and we started our own business on the side.
What?
Yeah,
What?
JT's Liddy Productions. We were a mobile bar company.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was
Didn't
super
know about
dope.
that.
We had a launch party and everything.
What is that? What did it do?
So what we did is like we would pull up to like say you had a T1 event,
Yeah.
and the venue that you had didn't have bar.
Oh.
You had
So
a
we
liquor
would pull up
license?
with our own bar. Yeah, we had our own license. We would
Fuck
pull up
yeah.
with our own bar. I built them. Her dad and I built them by hand.
Yeah.
We would pull up with our own bar, and we would serve you guys. We'd bring the liquor. We'd bring the kegs. We would serve. If you had your own liquor, we would serve you guys at that. Didn't matter what the event was. We would
Yeah.
bartend for you. So you
Nice.
didn't have to have, which was huge in Cali because a lot of people drank, but they didn't want to serve drinks.
Mm.
You know, what I mean? People had money to throw events,
Yeah.
So when you added that extra aspect of being bougie,
you ain't gonna get a license for a one night event that you do once a year. Or
So
it's your first
so
event.
it was a monthly license. So like
Nice.
we would do a monthly license of like private event license.
Nice.
And so we would make it would be like, you know, a certain fee, which was very, very minuscule to how much we were making. And we would ball the fuck out, dude. Like we were making ridiculous money.
Okay. All this ridiculous money. How the fuck do you end up back in Cedar Rapids after that struggle, after the come up?
So we were going through some like heavy times, very heavy times. And my dad, COVID hit, and my dad was just really struggling with his food truck. And he was like, hey, man, you know, I know you're thriving. I know you're doing great out there. But I could really use your help. I can use your expertise. I can use your popularity. We got to get this food truck back running. You know, I'm taking care of your grandma. I'm taking care of your nephews.
I need you.
I need you. And that's the first time my dad has ever said that to me.
Okay. And this is no shade towards Pops, but at none of the homeless shit did you ever say you need him?
I did, but his philosophy is different. You know what I mean? Like, he's old school. So to him, I'm a grown-ass man. I made the decision to move out there. I should have made it myself. He also didn't like the person that I moved out there with. So supporting me was supporting him, and he didn't want any part of that. And so even though I struggled and I was out bad on my own, I also didn't let my family know how bad I was out there.
Okay. I respect that.
And so it wasn't all on him. You know, it was more me being like, I know I can handle it. I'll prove you wrong. I know I can do it.
Was coming home a package deal, or was it like how did the split with you and your friend? Like, I need to hear that. And then
so how that ended was, for years people were telling me that he was not who I thought he was,
Right.
and I didn't believe it because I didn't have my brothers. I was very much a black sheep. Although I grew up with 12 other boys, I was very individualized. I was very independent. Yeah. On my way up, my brother and my cousin kind of betrayed me in a sense, very much in a sense, to make me feel like I couldn't rely on them. And so when I met somebody who was similar to me, that was older than me, that was supposed to be my big brother, my best friend, and then it turned out that he wasn't that person who I thought he was. And then I got to see it in real life, and I got to hear all the things that he was saying. It changed you. You know, it makes you feel bad for all the relationships and friendships you gave up for that person. I mean, my first relationship with Jenna in Missouri, she told me, he's not the person you think he is. He's coming between us.
Yeah.
But to me, it was loyalty. Loyalty was everything. You know, he was there with me when I went through all this shit. And then when we went through being homeless together, that was a bond. I was like,
that's unbreakable.
I can't turn my back on this man when we went through all this shit together. But then when he started to come between me and my fiance, and I finally got to see the things firsthand that he was doing and saying, and Cali's different. They do voice recordings and they do text messages and screenshots. And so when you see it for firsthand, and it was a situation where I really had to like cut myself off and wash my hands with it, because it was going to be a repeat cycle. Okay. If I didn't break it off, it was going to be a repeat cycle.
Did he come to Cedar Rapids? Did he come back?
Yeah,
first?
He came. I don't know if he came back first or he came back after me. I don't know. I stopped talking to him.
The bond, the friendship was cut off before.
It was cut off when I came back, and then when Jess, or my ex, left again, when she went back to Cali, we kind of like reconnected, because that was familiar to me when I didn't have anything else. I was like, okay, this is familiar. I can come back to this friendship. Yep. Maybe he's changed as much as I've changed. Maybe he's grown as much as I've grown. Yep. Didn't happen. He was the same person that he was, which is fine. Like I said early in the episode, everybody goes through different lessons, and they just learn them at different times. And he didn't learn the things that I did. He's gonna learn it at a different time. Yep. And so the person that he is right now, I wish him absolutely the best. I wish him no negative or downward input or ill will, but I can't be around somebody like that. Yeah. And so my dad asked me to come back. I came back.
So like when you came back, it wasn't another low point. You were still
I was very much at a high.
Up.
Yeah. I came back.
So you came back for family.
I came back for family.
And Diesel called you.
family.
Your family needs you.
And
You
it
hop in the
was
fastest
it was
car
a
you can
it was a surreal moment as a young man. You don't get a lot of opportunities to come back and help your father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fact.
And
Right.
so having that opportunity to like be there for your dad when he's personally asking you to come back, it's a sense of responsibility.
Mhm.
And so I came back and I wanted to be there for him and we did great. We pushed through COVID. We pushed through what was that? Derecho.
Yeah.
We pushed through all that. We gave out free meals to the homeless and
The derecho happened during
August
COVID,
2020.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
On
got
the
the
tail end.
double whammy.
yeah.
Man.
And so we were out there, implementing things, and I was going back and forth. But I'll be honest with you, man, the things that he promised didn't come to fruition. And honestly, I didn't see myself blowing up the way I did in my first year. When I was making music, it wasn't to be a musician. And so I don't blame my ex for being uncomfortable with the situation because that's not what we signed up for. We were supposed to be start a
one of y'all.
family.
Neither one of y'all.
Yeah, like we were supposed to come back,
Wait a
start
minute,
a family,
success.
build something.
I'm actually good at this. and
Yeah, you
being
know what I mean?
appreciated and-
And that puts her in a situation of like, this is new as a new insecurity.
Yeah, that's not what I signed up for. I
And
just
so-
explained that to somebody else, like, because they're like, my partner's not ready for this, so I'm thinking I'm leaving them. I'm like, wait a minute. This lifestyle is very unfucking reasonable.
Very.
The shit that we do,
Very
like,
unstable.
the time that
Big
we put into
facts.
this, the investments that we make, the shit we do with like no guarantee of any type of return, whether it's financial or success.
Mm.
And we just got to tell you, believe in it. And then like I've always, even married, I had to tell, like, and I'd never cheated, but like I do need to be extra flirty when the occasion rises at my events. Like
It's
I've
a
got to.
persona thing.
But how do you tell somebody that, like, motherfucker, no, you don't.
Well, but,
I don't have to do that at my job.
But,
Like,
but here's the thing too: is like even at my first show, you were there. I shouted out my ex. I said, "This one goes out to my muse, my love of my life." Woo woo woo. And it still turned into a thing that night. It still turned into an argument or a fight. So it's really nothing to do with. I mean, it's some of what to do with who we are and what we do, but it's also about that person of, are you secure enough to be with a person like that? And it's
I think
unfair.
It's
unfair to
and
ask
it's an
someone to be like that.
impossible ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's not a real. Either you are or you aren't, and if you aren't, you're not gonna be. And
If you're not
That's
part
how
of
it
the
should be,
business,
basically.
part of it, like if your
you
partner's
can't
not,
make sense of it.
That's
yeah,
some
you
tough
can't.
shit, man.
It's hard, bro. And like I tell people all the time, like people are like, "Oh, you're always getting pussy. You're an R&B artist." Woo woo. I just told Tone today, it's my 30th day
30
of
days.
celibacy.
30 days.
I chose to do it.
Go 40 days, 40 nights.
I ain't doing 40, nigga. Leave me alone. All right, I did 40. I did 30 days.
I got the 39
I did 30 days, and I chose to do it because my mom challenged me. She was like, "Have you ever gone 30 days without sex?" And I
What,
was like,
4.5 years by choice?
You
Wait,
did 4.5
hold on,
years
hold
by
on.
choice?
By choice.
No sex and no jacking off.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Hey, wait a
Hold on,
minute.
I was
let's
twisting
go
like a
back to
motherfucker.
Let's go back to 4 years of no sex. bro.
Nah, we ain't gotta.
You're
we
pretty
ain't
much a
gotta-
virgin at that point.
Yeah, you born again. I'd go to church.
I was born again.
Yeah, when you
When
got
I
born
got
again.
back.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm back.
So
It's
I
been a
feel-
while.
Yeah.
I apologize.
And so it's-
to John's partner. At that time. Born again today. All right. Moving on.
We're gonna cut that
Congrats
shit
on
out.
being
Cut that
30 days to
30 days. And it's like, bro, it's so hard. It's difficult. It's difficult to be a humble person and know that you can, if it's available, you can get it. And,
Mhm.
and even if it's not available, you can text someone and get it.
Yep.
But to be able to control your impulses and be able to
Yeah.
like control who you are as a person is way more important to me than getting sex from somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's hard to find a relationship with someone who understands, and that's why I always say my wife is overseas, dog. Like, I'm probably not gonna marry anybody from the States. I'm probably gonna find somebody who lives overseas, who understands that it's a different mindset, it's a different perspective out there.
Yeah.
What I'm doing and who I am on stage is not who I
It's a
am
character,
when I'm with
yeah.
you.
It's a character.
And
it's a persona we have
If
to
you're from
play.
the same place that we're from, all you see is that character.
Mm-hmm.
All you see is
Right.
what, and we're so small town that one rumor will turn into.
Boy, do you remember that time we went out to eat in Davenport? You got so mad at Alicia because you asked her about my growth. You've seen that I've grown, right? And she's like, nah, you out here being a thought. You're like, nigga, you got here.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Tab, we just joking.
No.
You're like, no. This
No.
not right now, Tom.
No,
This
yeah.
ain't time.
Because here's
Have
the reason.
you not seen what I've been through?
Here's the reason why is like when I went through what I went through in California, bro. Before I left, I was an absolute, like I told you guys, I was an asshole. I was a douchebag. I did whatever I wanted. Didn't care who was in my way or whose feelings got hurt.
Yeah.
But when I made those changes and I left to make those changes and I've grown, and then I come back after all those years of trying to be better, and someone I've known for years says, "No, you're still the same nigga. Still doing the same
Your
shit."
ass was
I'm like, you don't even know me well enough, the person I am now, for you to make that blanket statement.
So
I was pissed, dog, because
calm you down or nothing. You were like,
no, because I was like, for someone,
do you not see?
You don't see how much.
And not everybody does see the journey, but also even in the 2 years I've known you, I've never heard the story to that extent, and it's a fucking beautiful story. I'm inspired, and like now, because I felt like I've went through some hard shit, and I'm like, well, I didn't go through that. But even the shit I did, and that's also why I'm religious, because it's like that further proves that God will put his favorites through a hard time, and you got put through the roughest shit I've ever heard. And that last day, and it was like, oh shit, all right, he leaving. Let me give it to him. Let me give it to him. It took
literally
the breaking point.
Hours, bro. Hours.
The breaking point is where he's all right.
Can you imagine?
I've done him enough, and it's but I would have broke long before, like, and then for you to be able to come back to the city. My thing too is like, and that's why I asked about your relationship with your dad. Is I probably would have been an evil fuck everybody ass person, because if I get stuck in Cali and I gotta sleep in the park one night, if Chuck don't fucking send me $500, $1,000, I don't care how he makes it, what he's got to do. I know he doesn't have it right now. You're figuring it out for me. Honestly, it's also because I would figure it out for you, but also I do feel that fucking entitled that Chuck takes care of it, Kassan takes care of it. I could probably name 10 people that takes care of it before I even get to my mom. Yeah. But I don't get to night 2 at the park. That does not happen in my life. And if it does, I swear to God, it'd be hell to pay when I got back.
And that's the thing, bro. It's like,
so to come back humble,
well,
you had your up there, but like, bro, I just can't imagine none of my people taking care of me, because I would take care of them.
I had a squad, like people that I would spend 5 to 6 people that I would spend. I mean, most of us lived together. Yeah. And then when I left, and nobody was there, like nobody, that shit fucking.
So I was like, do you got a phone?
Broke me, dog. Like, you go out of your way for people, and I still deal with that to this day, dog. Like, I literally have to check myself, because I'm like, I go out of my way for people all the time. Mm-hmm. And then for people to like not be there for me.
Phone.
Oh, phone call.
I want to try that one. They found out that you went so many days.
No, I was supposed to be at karaoke an hour ago.
Who is it? Like a
Shorty.
Oh, okay.
My break.
She want them 30 days. I need all 30 of them days. We'll wrap up, because I feel like this just ended on the best, highest note ever. So somehow all these roads led to me meeting you, bro, and we doing some of the coolest, dopest shit.
And that's like the coolest part about it, is that it goes to show you, like you said, that what we said in the beginning, the power of belief. If you believe that you can make it through this shit, and you know who you are, and you know you'll grow, and you'll keep expanding as a person, and you'll keep being better.
You had that belief the whole time.
The whole time. So
I'm just a bitch ass nigga, bro. Like,
no,
I would have lost my. Damn, I don't want to say I would have lost my religion, because like now something gonna happen. But like, bro, I don't believe that about faith in humans. Like, my religion is so strong, but like that should never happen to anybody.
I didn't have faith in humans. I had faith in myself. I knew that when I was born, I went through 2 heart surgeries. I wasn't even supposed to be able to leave my bed. I played football the first year I could because they told me I couldn't. Everything I've done in my life, I did.
Flatline before, haven't
I
you?
died 3 times.
Like literally
Literally.
like there's a camera. You have flatline.
Died. Came back. Died. Came back. There's no force on this earth that can tell me that I'm not meant to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything in my power, everything in my will, everything in my belief, whether it's religion or it's the universe or it's a higher power, I know I'm here for a fucking reason, dog.
Right.
And so that power of belief, and that's the message I'm trying to give for this episode is, dude, that power of belief is so much stronger than your doubts, so much stronger than your
Holy shit.
so much powerful than your doubts, so much powerful than the people that don't believe in you, so much powerful than a bad test score, so much more powerful than those bills you're not be able to pay, so much powerful than that foreclosure, that rent, whatever you're going through, whatever, that car getting towed, your business getting shut down, your kids fucking up, you're fucking up, your wife fucking up, whatever you're going through right now, if you have the power of belief in yourself, in here, you will become something stronger, more powerful, smarter, better, because it's in you, as long as you believe it. And it can come as a team or it can come as an individual. But the first thing it's got to start
with you.
Starts with you.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, if we don't crack open these $1.50 fireballs,
Shout out
and
to Fireball.
cheers to that.
Because
this is all what led to us meeting. My God. Us doing the first song. Can you feel that?
Can you feel that?
Me telling you I need you on quarantine with me.
Bro, that song.
We're putting them on the
Almost died.
playlist. Those and the OG song. Can you feel that? Quarantine with me. Casanova. I'll come up with an old record. Holy shit, man. Holy fucking shit. The
Thank
T.
y'all
Jones
for listening to my
playlist.
story.
Thanks for
That was the
sharing
most
it.
beautiful. I done teared up.
Man,
Throat got
dude.
cracky. This is supposed to be a fun podcast.
Bro.
With the camera on.
This is
What
real.
the fuck? It's supposed to be the funnest podcast.
It's supposed to be a real
I didn't
podcast.
cry.
It's a
I
real
didn't fucking. What the fuck?
It's a real
You know,
podcast.
I didn't realize that you guys. I know you're trying to wrap up, but like, I didn't realize you guys have known each other for that short of a period of time.
Yeah.
Don't feel
The
like
way
that.
the way that you two interact with each other, it's like you've been like friends for a long ass time.
That's not
I
the first
wanna-
time we heard that, bro.
What?
That
Oh,
people
that- yeah,
think
we hear
people
that
think
all the
Tony and I have
time.
been friends
Yeah.
for like
This is
10
like
years.
a fucking. It's like a
Yeah.
soul bond that from like that's just. It's all that shit happened so we can meet each
Yeah.
other.
Right.
Like literally, he went
Man,
through
the
what
stars
he went
align
through.
when they need to.
Yeah.
I can't like next week's episode. I'm gonna tell my story.
Yes.
And not to that extent. And my story ain't got shit on that. It don't. Like, bro, I had a lot. I lost.
So
a
this
lot.
is
I lost
episode
everything.
2.
This is episode 2.
The next one's episode 3.
God,
Or
yeah.
other way around.
But it ain't even
We'll
because
find out.
even my little story that I have, you have that same story too.
I was gonna say, don't call your story little.
No.
Because like it's synonymous. You know what I'm saying? Like when you meet somebody who's been through the same shit, that's how you know. That's when you create that vibe. That's when you know. Like when we met each other, we were like, this motherfucker gets it. This
Yeah.
dude gets it.
No
We were just
one
talking
gets
about
it.
how we
and it's like no one gets it.
no one else gets
but
it.
this motherfucker
We
gets
lost
it.
both of our women, our
Yep.
house, our
Yep.
like, everything that we've
That's
lost
next episode
is gonna
because
be
the
heavy.
dream.
And it's beautiful because we get to talk about funny shit, but we also get to talk about real shit. And
Yep.
so it's like being able to be on this platform
Yeah.
and share this with people is fucking
And I
amazing.
feel like this will help y'all further understand why we're laughing so hard.
Yeah.
We're also that funny to laugh that
Oh,
hard,
dude.
but the jokes are our jokks are fucking important. Our immature, silly assness
That's
is so
important,
important
So important,
because
man.
there's fucking times.
so important, man.
Fucking ain't gonna let me talk. No,
No,
but like
I agree,
it's
bro.
just it's funnier because we've had those dark ass moments
And we're
where
still-
nothing is fucking funny.
And we're still-
there's nothing to crack a smile about. And now that we have that,
We're still
I'm
able to
gonna
turn
own
it
it.
around, bro. Like
every time.
if we can turn it around, anybody can.
bro.
And that's not saying we're better than anybody or we're
No, don't
or
think
less
that.
than
We don't
anybody. Like if we could if y'all
But
if
if
we
you're
could turn that
harping
shit
on
around.
a bad time because this didn't go the way you planned or this wasn't on time or whatever, I just laugh. I just smile. I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
I got so many situations where I should have died or like it just, but I'm here because I'm supposed to be here.
For a reason.
So I don't care about the small things. I don't even remember the small things. What I do care about is the moments, the laughter, the fucking adventure. I love that.
And that's what this is an adventure. If you don't look at life as an adventure, and any adventure, whether it's an adventure movie, adventure game, however you view an adventure board game, however you look at it as an adventure, there's ups and downs, there's hard times and there's good times, there's fun times and there's sad times. But every fucking time can be a good time or a learning time. Yeah. Either you learn from it or you gain. Like either way, you're gaining from it. So just gain from it. Yeah. It's gonna be it might be bad, it might be sad, it might hurt, but you can learn from that. You can grow from that. And if it's a great time and you're living your life to the fullest, remember that you've earned that, and enjoy and indulge in that because you deserve that. Yep. You deserve the lessons, and you also deserve the good parts. So live in that moment and enjoy that moment because these moments are what make life worth living.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the best episode of any podcast ever. Not just our podcast.
Let's go.
That was the best episode of someone else's podcast.
Hey. Okay. TNT. Dynamite.
Talking Tuesdays, titties and tattoos.
Yeah.
Tone and Tevin and Tone.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
We'll see y'all next week.
Man.
We're dropping
Holy
Canceled?
Shit.
On Sunday.
Nope. By the time they hear this, it's already dropped.
Be
By the
there.
time we drop this.
Hey,
Come here, part 2.
Make sure you dub that motherfucker.
Dub the fuck out of it.
Dub the fuck out of it. I don't even know what I said. Did I just press record?
Bye.